right, is everybody ready? Got your coffee? Huh? Look at you, coffee boy, huh? 3 o'clock on a Monday, you need that coffee.
Like my shirt?
Yeah, I do like your shirt. That's a good shirt. The Mississippi State shirt. Yeah. Everybody's in good spirits here. Everybody's in good spirits. Hey, before we get started with the real show, we're going May 14th. We're going to the Creative Pro Wrestling show out there on Long Island. So we're gonna get to take wrestling on the road and get to go to an independent show like that. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Gonna get some good stuff.
You excited?
About going to the Creative Pro Wrestling show? Yeah, I'm absolutely excited.
Been to a lot of shows.
Yeah, shows are awesome.
You know about what else we're doing? Or not us, but you?
We'll probably get some interviews. I think Matt Cardona will be out there around there. I think Chelsea Green's beautiful ass will be out there. I think we'll talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, we'll definitely get some interviews.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to be in the ring.
What?
I saw your face on a flyer.
To be in the ring?
Yeah, for the Battle Royale.
You mean to interview people before the Battle Royal? I'll be in the ring holding a microphone.
You'll be interviewing before, but during you'll be participating in the ring. If you catch my drift.
Did you know about that?
So the two producers of wrestling agreed to have me wrestle in the Battle Royal at Creative Pro.
I mean, we thought.
I don't wrestle. I'm not a wrestler.
You've taken some bumps before.
I'm taking some bumps, yeah, here or there, because that fat ignorant guy over there at the fucking show slammed me. I didn't want him to slam me. You think I'm some attention whore out here? I need attention like Sean Ross Sapp? I'm Brandon fucking Walker. What are we doing? I'm wrestling?
We're going to just try to get some views.
You guys don't give a shit about me at all, do you?
I mean, we're doing this because we care about you deeply.
What about you? Do you care about me deeply?
I do. Hopefully, you can win the whole thing. I mean, I don't want to set the bar too high.
Can you imagine if you won the whole thing?
Apparently, this is you win a cape and a crown.
Oh, cape and a crown. Oh. I'll be Hurricane and Jerry Lawler. That's what I'll be?
A combination of the two.
I'll be Hurricane King Jerry Lawler.
Kind of electric.
Wow. What a tribute.
That would be badass. No. Why?
Why not, I think, is the better question.
Shut the fuck up.
My boss hit my line with an angry text saying something about B90X. I said wrestling. I'm going to wrestling. Then my phone blew up with a couple of alarms. I got bets to make. I got worms to farm. I said wrestling. I'm going to wrestling. I'm a wrestling son of a bitch from a worm farm down on the Mississippi. And if you got a problem with the way I live, you could catch a chest chop then a super kick. Yeah, Rasslin, that's wrestling. Rasslin, that's wrestling. Rasslin, that's wrestling. Rasslin, that's wrestling.
It is wrestling. Why do you keep standing and looking at the camera? The camera's fine.
I like to make sure the volume is good.
Is the volume good?
Yes.
You like my Miss Elizabeth shirt?
I do. I love it.
Are your underwear too tight? What's wrong?
They're too tight.
Are you pulling them out? Pull them out, buddy. Pull them out. Let them breathe.
Pull them down.
Let them breathe. Who was the all-time wedgie guy in wrestling? Triple H used to get some wedgies when he wore that early in his run.
As soon as you said that, it popped into my brain. You're right.
Who are wedgie guys? There were a lot of wedgie guys back in the day. I think wrestling tights have come a long way. I don't think we see nearly as many wedgies as we used to. Who am I thinking of that was his tights were always getting up his ass? There was a guy in the early 2000s that all the time his pants rode up his ass. And why can't we remember who it is? It's wrestling. Barstool's Professional Wrestling Podcast. We are here on the 49th floor of the Brandon Walker Towers here in beautiful Manhattan. We got some AEW stuff to talk about, some WWE stuff to talk about. We have an Indy Corner. Indy Corner is back. Indy Corner will be back. And then we've got ASKRasslin. And y'all continue to only put 3 questions on ASKRasslin when I've asked for 5. I'd say in WWE right now, I'd say as a wrestling fan, we are in a phase where you look out over the summer and I see nothing but good stuff. In AEW, you've got Double or Nothing coming up very soon. They look like they're finally turning the corner, about to start the CM Punk Hangman Page storyline. So that's obviously going to be your main event. But you look past that, you've got the huge AEW pay-per-view. Then you have the announcement they made, June 26th, they will have Forbidden Door with NJPW. So that's going to be big. And meanwhile, over in WWE, you've got things like Backlash coming up May 8th, but then you have Money in the Bank in a huge stadium in Vegas later this summer, and then you have SummerSlam early this year. I think SummerSlam's in July.
Yeah, in Nashville.
In Nashville. It's going to be hot as shit.
Yeah.
It's going to be hot as shit. You know how hot it's going to be?
Hot as shit.
As shit.
Yeah.
But I might go.
You might go.
Probably will go.
Yeah, I think you should go. You were there last year for SummerSlam.
I was.
You
And it's the South. I'm the king of the South.
Right.
I should bring myself as the mouth of the South. Has anybody ever done that?
No.
Speaking of WWE, Cody is been nothing but box office since he got back. It is amazing. And this is the world of wrestling we're in now, which I have told you over the last couple of years, this is where we're at and it's going to be great. A guy can get stale in one company. A guy can get booed in one company. A guy can be turned on by fans of one company. Go sign a sheet of paper for another company, have one nice debut, and he's one of the hottest acts in the world of professional wrestling. That is the world we now live in. We no longer live in a mono society. We no longer live in a world where all the wrestlers need to be in one spot. They can be here and they can be here. And if they're here, great. Everything's fantastic. But they decide to come over here, all of a sudden you have fresh matchups, fresh characters, fresh presentations, fresh everything. And when they come here, somebody goes there, do the same thing. It's constantly refreshing. See?
Samoa Joe, a great example.
Samoa Joe, great example.
A great reboot that we wouldn't have seen had he stayed where he was.
Adam Cole never was going to break through the big time in WWE. Should have, but he's in the big time in the other one. What's the other one?
AEW.
Thank you very much. I can't wait for WrestleMania Backlash because one of the prime stories of WWE recently has been the tag team, the Raw tag team titles and the SmackDown tag team titles, as it looks like they're going to unify them. Now, logic dictates to me, if Roman Reigns is the big baddie that has gone ahead and unified those titles, that the Usos are going to win this match with RK Bro, and they are going to unify the tag team titles. Now, even if they don't, though, the tag team division in WWE is not bad. It's been awful before. Right now, you've got RK Bro, who's just been a pleasant surprise for going on 2 years now. You have Alpha Academy, who, Gable is a heat machine. Otis is fantastic. You've got Street Profits, who you could throw the titles on them any day of the week and be fine. And then you have also the Usos and more. There's deeper tag teams too. But this is a good tag team division, and that match will fucking rock. I can't wait. Can't wait. We're also going to get Seth Cody too. What notes are you writing down?
RK Bro has been around 2 years. Is that correct?
They're going on 2 years, right?
Wow, that's amazing. It doesn't feel.
I guess
stale
they're.
at all. I mean, it's really.
They're in their second year. They're not.
Okay, so it could be.
Didn't they get together right after WrestleMania last year?
Yep.
So they're in their second year. So I guess
That's
it's still
incredible.
it's
You're
right
right.
at 1 year.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like just a few months.
Maybe not. Maybe don't correct the host, unless I'm wrong.
You're correct in this instance.
But I was wrong, because they've really only been together a year. So it was a good correction. So it was a good job by you.
Okay.
But don't ever fucking do it again. Gunther. You know the thing about WWE? Whenever they change a name, people freak out. Walter becomes Gunther. Pete Dunne becomes Butch. Elias retires, and his younger brother Ezekiel comes around. People freak out. Oh my God, that's new. I hate that. I hate that. All three of these things look pretty good. The Ezekiel storyline with Kevin Owens and now Chad Gable involved. Mwah. The Gunther on SmackDown looks like a stone cold killer. And then, of course, you've got Butch, who is interesting. He's interesting. I'm not sure they figured him out yet, but they will. And I think he's going to be a big deal. We're 250 subscribers away from 30,000, which seems like I give you updates every goddamn week. Can I ask you guys a question? You guys been watching this Edge storyline with Edge and Damian Priest and all that?
Yep.
Why is everything blue all of a sudden? Why did they just stand up and turn the crowd blue like my Like my college girlfriend made my balls constantly.
I think it's more
She wouldn't give me sex. Is what
setting a tone. You know, it's a darker.
I think that's what she was doing.
I think red has been played a lot.
But you don't have to have a color.
Yeah, but they're going for that omnious feel, you know?
That what?
Omnious?
Huh?
Omnious?
I don't think you're saying a word. I don't think you're saying that's not a word.
Omnious?
Ominous.
Ominous.
There you go.
And I would also say, is it blue or is it purple?
It's blue.
Okay, because I don't know.
Who's editing the show? Who's editing the show? You?
Yes.
Are you not going to edit it? Why aren't you going to edit it
Last
too?
week,
Y'all should
you
both edit it.
mentioned blue. I had to adjust the coloring a little bit just to make sure that your point looked sharp.
I want the show to be blue right now.
Okay.
It's always blue.
Now make it pink. Now make the show orange.
I am not editing this, so I would hate to think that my poor use of language and interrupting.
You don't think he's skilled enough to put colors in?
But I wouldn't want to be the one causing the extra work because I've opened up my big mouth.
I want him to edit this part.
Oh, no.
No, I want him to edit this part.
No, I'll do the colors. I'll do the color section. I'll do the colored section.
Whoa.
Relax, man.
Oh, God.
Relax.
Jesus.
God almighty.
I like that section.
All right, just fine. It's fine. It's fine. All your friends are colors. Orange, pink, blue. Just relax. I'm going to move on to AEW. It's going to be fine. We're not going to worry about anything we've already said, okay? It's fine.
I don't know, man. We need Nick back.
Tony Khan's big announcement was they're going to be working a show with NJPW. And that's going to be technically great. It's going to be awesome. Are they going to get Okada? I would assume so. Do we see Kenny Omega return very, very soon so we have him for that show? Do we get Okada Omega 6 or 7 or 5 or whatever it is? Hook versus Danhausen is a thing. That's a storyline. That's interesting because Hook is a guy they want to go to here. Danhausen's a guy I think they kind of want to go to here too. How do you balance that? Are they going to end up together? Are they going to, because you've already they separated Hook from Team Taz already. They don't come out when he's there, and it's weird. Hook is going to be a star. Danhausen's going to be something. He's very interesting. So I'm interested to see where that story goes. FTR facing each other in the Owen Hart Cup this week.
I like it and I don't like it.
I don't like it and I like it.
Exactly.
Let me tell you why. I don't like it because they are in the hottest moment of their career having a match together against each other. Presumably could mess with that mojo. I don't want that to happen. But it's two incredible pro wrestlers that will have an incredible pro wrestling match and will tell an incredible story. And they're in the hottest run of their career. Get them on TV as much as possible. And they both love Owen and Bret Hart, so let them do it. Yes, you had something to say?
No, I love it. I think you said it perfectly.
Thank you. It was really nice.
That was nice.
It was nice. It's nice to get along, isn't it? Yeah. We're doing a good job.
We're doing good.
Y'all enjoying your time here at wrestling?
Yeah, I love it.
What about you? Oh my God, shut the fuck up! Can we talk about going to a wrestling show? Can we talk about going to an event, going to a playoff game, going to something you're going to enjoy? It might be a hassle for you. Maybe you don't have tickets. Maybe you weren't in the first wave because, my God, the first wave is just a bunch of bots that buy all the tickets up. But there's a group out there that's come up with a way to get last-minute tickets at great prices. Created by fans for fans, Game Time is a new ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals to tickets to sports, concerts, and more, and they guarantee the lowest price. They're the new exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. They're the only ticketing company Barstool Sports uses to buy tickets. That's us. They cracked the code on how to score deals on last-minute tickets. It's possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats that you can never buy. Listen, AEW is going to be on Long Island soon. Then they got shows in Las Vegas and Chicago. WWE's got huge events coming up in Las Vegas and other places. Those are the things I want to go to. If you don't get on that first wave and the ticket prices go up, go to Game Time. Day of, last-minute tickets, you'll get the right tickets at the right price. Trust me. The purchase process takes just 2 taps and 10 seconds. Do I even have to make that joke?
3 taps for me.
Excuse me, porn star. And once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone, no printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text so you can get to the game seamlessly, skip the hassle, and enjoy the moment. Best part? You get $20 off your first purchase. Download the Game Time app, go to the account tab to create a login, and redeem code Rasslin for 20% off your first purchase. Download Game Time, last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
Wrestling.
Hi, it's Indy Corner. It's where It's where me, Brandon Walker, host of Wrestling, I interview the up-and-comers, the future of pro wrestling, the guys who are just getting started and getting out into this crazy world, and they're going to dominate for the future. Ain't that right?
We'll see what happens.
My guest today is Phillip Cardigan.
Oh, that's how you spell that. Hey, how are you?
Phillip Cardigan. Hello, Phillip Cardigan.
Hey, how are you?
Why do you keep breathing into your...
Just making sure my breath is good. And make sure you're...
So you actually just went ahead and gave me the gimmick Cardigan beforehand.
I did. I thought you were...
You brought me a medium.
It might be a medium.
It's not even, well...
It might be...
I'm just a grown-ass man. I'm just a big guy. I'm just muscular.
Don't do that, because you're going to rip it, and then my mom's going to be mad.
How many cardigans do you think I've ripped on this show?
On the show?
Does your mom make this cardigan?
No,
Why would she be mad?
because we bought it together.
You often go shopping with your mom?
We do literally everything together.
Everything.
Name something, we do it together.
Tennis.
No.
Brunch.
No.
Watching Golden Girls marathons on Lifetime Network.
Well, the funny thing about that is I do that by myself.
You know, if you threw a party,
Yeah.
invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend."
I feel like that's a reference. But give me another 3 hours and we'll get it. I'll understand it. But I've seen Golden Girls. I just don't understand the reference.
I literally just sang you the Golden Girls theme song.
Are we recording?
So what's with the pants?
So these are my patented, that's how you pronounce that, right? Patented?
Sure, yeah.
Khakis.
Well, or unless Pat and Ted were here.
True, but I don't think he is unless he was
Well,
making
it's
that
two
noise.
guys. It's Pat and Ted.
Oh, Pat and Ted. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So these are my, I don't know if you guys could see, but I have the knee pads over the khakis. This is dedicated to my mom, and this is
Right.
dedicated to my other love, coffee.
Uh-huh.
Right? Everything checks out. I haven't been to the doctor in like 8 years.
Do you make those noises in your wrestling matches?
Oh, it's so funny.
I haven't been able to touch somebody and get that noise since my honeymoon.
That makes one of us.
It was only one of us, too. Do you like my shoes?
Yeah, I saw you. Oh, is that, what kind of socks are these? Do you mind?
Please.
Oh, little Razor Ramon
That's
socks.
the bad guy, brother,
Wow.
huh?
I like that.
Some Razor Ramon socks up in this bitch.
Can I
You want my socks?
can I borrow them?
Yeah, you can have them.
All right, cool.
Just
Thank
one,
you.
though. It is warm. Oh, there's a lot of sock right there. Ew, coming off. You gonna put it over top of your sock?
Yeah,
You like that?
I do like that.
That's a good
These
Prince.
fit beautifully on me.
I know. Well, they're standard issue socks.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Thanks,
Do you want
bud.
the other one?
Maybe we'll see how the rest of the interview goes.
Yeah, we're sock bros now.
Yeah.
You're a comedy wrestler, okay?
Yes.
So
I
if
am.
you're a comedy wrestler,
Uh-huh.
what if you get in the ring with a guy who's not a comedy wrestler? He's a powerbomb wrestler that just wants to destroy you. Does your comedy help then? Huh?
Well,
Funny boy? Does it help then? Does it help to get in there and make a bunch of jokes? Does it help to be a clown? To go in there and trying to get jokes and laughs? Why don't you hit somebody every now and then? Huh? Huh?
I talk to my therapist about this every day.
You can afford a therapist every day.
I just wait in the parking lot.
Does your last name change every time you change clothes?
That's a great question. And no, if I'm in a Speedo, it's still Phillip Cardigan. Mm-hmm. You know?
If you're wearing a sweatshirt, it's not Philip's sweatshirt?
No.
So Phillip G-strings and everything?
Well, let me ask you this. If you jog, is your name Brandon Jogger? If you run, is your name Brandon Runner?
Wouldn't
if you
know.
sleep,
Never done either.
you look in peak physical condition, if I may say so myself.
Brother, you have no idea. Did you see my golf video?
I did. Did you see my tweet?
No.
Okay. Well, I tweeted. I didn't tweet. I didn't respond to you, but I responded.
You quote tweeted it.
I quote tweeted it, so you did see it.
I did. Yeah, I lie a lot. Creative Pro
Yes.
has a big
Wrestling.
show. Huh?
Wrestling.
What?
Creative Pro Wrestling.
Oh, not just Creative Pro.
Well,
I thought you could create
You could
anything.
shorten it up.
I feel like you could create anything, really.
You can create whatever you want.
But we're creating pro wrestlers out there. Creative Pro Wrestling. May 14th is a big show.
Yes.
And you are going to be involved in the Battle Royal.
I am. And so are you. Right?
What's going to happen if it comes down and the last two in the ring are me and you?
Well.
I've had Creative Pro wrestlers in here, and just realized I'm not wearing a sock. How'd that? Okay, I've had Creative Pro wrestlers in here. I've had one guy throw spinach at my face.
The Even Stevens?
I had another guy. You're not the first Creative Pro guy. No, that wasn't. No, the spinach guy was.
Oh, that was because that was two guys. The Even
Right.
Stevens guy.
But they also gave me sweaters.
Oh, okay.
Are there too many sweater gimmicks in Creative Pro, you think? You're a cardigan, though. You're not a sweater.
Thank you. I've been
Sorry.
trying to say that.
There's a sweater vest. Yours is a cardigan. So
Thank
should
you.
I do some sort of pullover?
I think you should
A
do
camisole?
Well, I don't know what that is, but I think you should do a turtleneck.
I could rock a turtleneck.
You would rock the heck out of that
Oh
turtleneck.
my God. Just me and a turtleneck just
Getting hot in here.
taking over the world.
Whew. What happened to your notepad?
I don't remember. I was writing nonsense
That's okay.
anyway.
So make sure at some point in the match, do as I do and break out some good dance moves, okay? I'll show you one of them that I use, all right?
Okay.
So you start here, right? A little bit of this. See the hands, okay? Circling, and then a little gyro
right.
in the hips,
Yes.
okay? Oh, man, I need a cigarette. But have something at that, because what that does is it distracts. There you go. There you go. Yep. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna
Hope
die.
hope that was as good for you as it was for me.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
My
You're
whole-
not gonna help me on May 14th, are you?
No. I'll be doing my own thing.
Yeah.
But I promise you, I think you'll be.
If I come out to Creative Pro
Uh-huh.
between now and then, will you at least teach me some things?
Of course. When would you like to come at?
Sometime between now and May 14th. May
That makes sense.
3rd.
May 3rd?
Sure.
How about May 4th? Do a
That's
little-
the Star Wars day.
Well, we'll do a little Star Wars practice.
But that wouldn't help me in the ring. You keep getting off, and you don't focus on the
First of
wrestling
all,
part.
you don't know what gets me off. Neither does my
I
wife.
figured Star Wars got close.
Well, Yoda. Anyway, but anyway, so wait, we forgot to mention here. This is your debut as a professional.
I know.
wrestler.
Yes.
You're a wrestler now.
I know.
Congratulations. First of all, I should be interviewing you. I feel like.
Go.
Right? All right.
Go.
Where's your notepad?
It's over here. Did you make?
No, I don't make noises, Brandon. Okay, here's what we'll do. So, I've interviewed a few people before, and I feel like we should stick to some questions that not a lot of interviewers get to, because a lot of times, a lot of interviewers ask the same questions
sure.
every interview. You know
Right.
how it is,
Yeah,
right?
let's go.
All right, so first question for you, and again, we'll keep this, nice and unique in the interview process. Nobody's ever asked these kind of questions before. You'll be impressed. Okay, first question. What made you want to be a pro wrestler?
I saw Phillip Cardigan walk into the Barstool office, and I said, I want to be that guy.
Stop. You wrote here, can I read what you wrote?
I was just taking notes.
Oh,
I
no.
was taking notes on what you said earlier.
You
can read it, it's
but
fine.
you wrote, I have 3 testicles.
I do.
but we were talking about what you should be doing to prepare.
That's what it reminded me of.
Is that more of a nuisance?
Second, huh?
Is that like a nuisance, or
Like
do you
a-
think that helps you? Is
like-
that
it's like
is
a-
that your secret
It's like a
stuff?
superpower, bro.
Yeah, that could be your stuff. Maybe give it a little like flick or something, and then boom, you're off to the races.
Well, you would be, yeah. Read the second one.
Do you want me to? For real?
Sure.
It says here, and we're gonna get into how true this is. He says, I once open mouth kissed a horse.
Did. Just made out with it. Made $100 that night.
You did?
And that night we got a little drunker and we went down to the cow pasture.
I don't want to
I'm
hear
from
it.
Mississippi. So we went down to the cow pasture and we were gonna fuck a cow. And then we got down there and we learned that it wasn't a cow, it was a bull. And we almost didn't fuck it.
I didn't sign up for this.
I'll be taking this back. So I think we need to wrap it up. So, Phillip Cardigan.
That's how interviews work?
That's how my interviews work.
How tight is this on you right now? Is it cutting off any circulation?
Well, I don't really have much circulation to begin with, but yes, it's very tight.
Okay. My wife says that about me, but she's usually off with Mailman Josh. They actually do their own wrestling match. So I would be teaching her how to wrestle, but Mailman Josh does it across the street. I haven't seen her wrestle a match yet, but I think she's going to be really good.
Have you heard her wrestle a match?
Oh, she's going crazy. Going nuts. She's going to be the next Charlotte Flair, I think. The way she sounds across the street, whew, look out. Am I right?
So you're saying she's already an expert at getting pinned
Oh,
by Mailman Josh?
that's what I've heard, yeah. That's what I've heard. Across the street.
We might have our mailman might be related.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Josh?
Huh?
They call him Big Woody.
Do they or does she?
I have a couple times by accident.
Teach me how to take a bump right now.
All right. Am I getting paid for that?
No.
Perfect. I never do anyway. All right. So here's what you want to do, right?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't actually want that. This is a wood floor.
All right. So here's what you want to do.
No,
You
I
want
don't
to
want- this
get
is a bad idea.
low. I pulled a cramp.
Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Get air to it. There you go.
Yeah.
Stretch it out. There you go. You got it. It's breathing now.
Oh.
It's breathing now. Yeah.
Thank you. Stop. When are we doing the interview?
I think we're going to piece it together from all the bullshit we've already done. My name is Brandon Walker. This is Phillip Cardigan.
This is
This is
Brandon's
Razor
file.
Ramon.
You might want to just let me keep that. I walked a lot today.
Do you have some sort of fungus I don't know about?
I mean, we'll find out May 14th. Creative Pro Wrestling.
You're not going to hit me, are you?
I think we should create an alliance. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
Talk to me, Joe.
Think about it. I'm Phil. But listen, let's think
You
about
look
it.
like Joe DiMaggio in the face.
He's handsome.
He's dead. Doesn't even have a face anymore.
Oh. I don't judge. Still handsome. But we should create an alliance. Think about
So
it.
if anybody messes with us, if anybody messes with you, they're messing with me.
Exactly.
And if anybody messes with me, they're messing with you. And we're going to double team them.
I didn't say that. But if anybody messes with me, they mess with you. But if anybody messes with you,
They mess with me.
they mess with you, right? I think that's a
We
pretty.
should double team somebody.
Now you sound like Mailman Josh.
Do you have a second mailman that helps him?
No, but I've seen Big Cat go over there a few times. I didn't know he wrestled. Sorry, go ahead, do your thing.
I don't think he does. Where do they wrestle? Across the street?
In the house. Mailman Josh. I thought Big Cat was a mailman at first. And a wrestler. And he makes a lot of noise.
This has been Indy Corner.
Wrestling.
We're going to skip now to ASKRasslin. It's Ask Wrestling time.
Ask.
I can't say my K's very well, man. I have a southern dialect. Sometimes when I say ask, it sounds like ass. I'm sorry.
I like it.
You don't have to just point out that I don't know how to do K's well. I don't do K's well. That was my grandfather. He did 3 of them. I don't do K's well.
way from your ancestors.
Long way from my roots. Hashtag AskRasslin. RASSLIN. At Thomas the Sloth. What wrestler of the Attitude Era would have struggled to get over in modern context? You have an answer?
Godfather.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
Look at us.
They would have that canceled very quickly, you know.
You don't think the hose would go over in 2022?
Remember how cool it was to talk about hoes and pimping, and now no one ever talks about pimping?
Nobody talks about pimping, but it still ain't easy.
It ain't.
Probably harder now than ever, if we're being honest. There was restrictions and the way we've come as a society. Now, would Val Venus get over these days? Because he did the sexual innuendo. But nowadays, porn's easier to access than ever.
Yeah, he's a working boy.
Yeah, he would just have like a QR code right to his Pornhub account, right on his cock.
He would definitely have OnlyFans.
Yeah, he would have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, porn is certainly more relevant.
Much more accessible.
That's what I've noticed from friends of.
You've heard.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Godfather is the correct answer of the Attitude Era gimmick and wrestler that just wouldn't fly today.
Yeah.
Some of the DX antics probably wouldn't fly. The super soaker filled with milk squirting into the crowd.
I thought it was just water.
I believe it was milk.
I think it was water.
I remember it being milk.
You sure you're not confused with Kurt Angle, the milk truck? At Joshua Luke Reed, who do you think is winning between Dax and Cash? I personally think Dax will win. Dax seems like, they both seem like gigantic Owen and Brett fans. I mean, Cash saved Brett from an attack. But I think Dax is winning. You don't know the difference between Dax and Cash.
No, saved Brett from an attack. Oh, right, of course.
A Hall of Fame.
Yep, got it.
Crazy person.
No Comply 1945. That's somebody that definitely complies with a lot of things, by the way. I love people on Twitter being like, hey, don't comply, don't comply, don't comply.
Older gentleman, too.
Guy probably works at fucking... Anyway. What is the greatest night in the history of our sport? Well, everybody knows the greatest night in the history of our sport was every Nitro and Thunder and pay-per-view for WCW from mid-96 to like 2001. All of them. Greatest night in the history of our sport. By the way, Tony Schiavone got a lot of shit for that, but Tony Schiavone's awesome. Still great today, so maybe. What is the greatest night in the history of the sport, though? I think it's WrestleMania 3. It was the first time they sold out not the first time they sold out a stadium, but it was the biggest time they sold out just a giant stadium, set attendance records, were huge news all over the world. Everything after that was a copy of WrestleMania 3. I think WrestleMania 3 is the actual biggest night in the history of our sport. What do you think it was when Kai and Tai chopped off Val Venus's PP?
No, you make a good point. You would love to think that something more recent has happened.
You thought it was Katie Vick.
No, but I was going to say Jimmy Hart did say that as well.
He did when we interviewed him.
He said if that didn't happen, we wouldn't be here most likely.
Before we get out of here, can I tell you about Bird Dogs? You want some pants and shorts that don't ride up your crotch? Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs, they're the best. Gym, khaki shorts, bathing suits with a built-in silky soft inner liner that never rides up. Look at that. Continuity, huh? Look at that. We are synchronized and synergetic and all that. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code Rasslin. They'll throw in a free Bird Dogs Yeti tumbler. Just yesterday, you were complaining about how much you were going to pay for your favorite Yeti Bird Dogs tumbler. But we're going to get you one for free. That's birddogs.com, promo code Rasslin, and boom, you get a free Yeti tumbler with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off, I promise you, unless she takes them off for you. Ooh, but probably won't. Well, the show is over. We did not figure out Wedgiegate. We cannot remember who Wedgie Guy is.
Should we try to call Nick? Maybe he knows.
Yeah, call Nick.
Yeah.
Nick!
Yo.
Back in the early 2000s, maybe the 90s, there was a wrestler who every time he wrestled, he would get a wedgie from his tights and he'd have to pull it out of his ass crack. Who was the wedgie guy?
In the early 2000s?
Just in wrestling history.
Wedgie wrestler.
When you think of wedgies in wrestling, who do you think of?
I mean, Shawn Michaels. There's
No, his came down.
Yeah, that's true.
So we just pulled like wedgies got pulled directly up.
Well, I think we mean more of like a slide of the Speedo going
Yeah.
in the crack.
Was it Randy Orton?
Are we trying to figure out who this was, or is this like a quiz right now?
No, I'm trying to figure out who it was. Was it Randy Orton?
It's a special day in his history. I don't know. If we
Well,
should-
yeah, I know. It was 20-year anniversary. We're celebrating his ass crack.
Wedgie wrestling.
I really feel like it was Triple H.
Hang up on Nick immediately.
All right, Nick. Sorry.
Going to some weird sites.
We
here.
don't know.
Jesus
We don't know.
Christ.
The show's over. The show's over.